Okay. Awesome. Good, good. Yesterday somebody said my audio sounded weird, so I'm like nervous about it. If I sound weird, let me know. Today is, oh my gosh, Friday, July 18th. How fun. This is my daughter's birthday, so we're after I'm done with this, you would think, oh, we're going to go celebrate her birthday. One more thing you can see I have on there. I'm back at the school already. I'm not back to school. I'm back at the school. The principal texted me and she said, hey, is there any way that we could film our back to school video today? And I went, oh, that's my daughter's birthday, but okay. Um, so, I teach video production and I know my way around a camera and I can edit videos real well. I mean, here we are on YouTube, right? And she said, is there any way we can get this video out because, registration is coming up soon? And I said, yeah, I got you. So forgive me if we have kind of a short live stream today, get all the puzzles done, maybe not even do a recap, who knows? And then we will go over to the school, film this welcome back video for the school channel, and then by the time I'm done with that, it should be a couple hours probably for this video, to explain all the things that are different this year and welcome to the school year and stuff. So I'm going to film all that, and then once we're done filming, we are going to go over to my mom's to celebrate my daughter's birthday. It should be fun. So anyway, lots of fun birthday celebrations. As usual in the Miller family, when somebody has a birthday, that birthday lasts, for a long time. I joke and say Millers have week-long birthdays because, you celebrate many, many times. Celebrate with your friends, celebrate with your close family, extended family, over and over. So lots of reasons to celebrate. So, all right, well, let's dive in. Let's do the puzzles. I'm going to play connections first. We're creating 4 groups of 4. I see C, spot, run. Oh my gosh, C, spot, run. That's funny. C, spot, run, catch, cobra, slide. I almost said Cobra Kai. Guitar, slide guitar, string, guitar string. All of these are connecting. Blanket, bridge, eel, cow, streak, note, wheel, and series. Okay. String. Like to string across, to bridge a gap, to series. Right? To have a series of things. String. A string, a run, a series, a streak, maybe a streak. Okay, a sequence, nice. A straight, a set. No, wait, when you're playing phase 10, a set versus a run. Yeah, it would be a run. Guitar bridge, string, slide guitar. I don't know. Maybe that was the red herring and I missed one of them. Because string, slide, bridge, and guitar kind of go together. To see, to catch, to spot, to note. Maybe. Okay, to pick up on. I did pick up on that one, didn't I? And then why is cobra there? Cobra, cow, eel, those 3 are animals. Guitar string, bridge string, wheel string. Guitar neck. Cobra. Oh, wait. I thought I had something. Because a cobra can have a hood. Technically, a blanket can have a hood. But maybe not. Because, what, a wheel? Slide. Golly. Wheel. Wheelhouse. Slide. I don't know. Any ideas? Like wheelhouse, blanket, house. Are these just like human inventions? Blanket, bridge, wheel, and guitar? Not even close. Okay, so it's 2 away. 2 of these are wrong. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these. Just see them with new eyes, you know. Slide, cow, wheel, cobra, eel, guitar, blanket, and bridge. Slide, slide, slide deck, slide show, slide cow. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how these are related. Before we said bridge, blanket, guitar, and slide, but it wasn't close. It was 2 away. Slide, bridge out, eel, I don't know. Is this one of those ones where words are hidden within words? Cow, cobra, eel, and slide. I have no idea. We'll just take a random stab. I have no idea. Really, I couldn't tell you what's going on here. Oh, wait a minute. Electric slide, electric eel, electric guitar. And electric blanket. Oh my gosh, that just like bing, like the light just turned on. Cow, wheel, cobra, and bridge. I have no idea how those are connected to each other. Yoga backbends. Good night. Oh, that's so funny. I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, hang on, like, the electric slide. And I was like, hold on, electric guitar, electric eel. That's so funny. All right, so we did this almost in rainbow order. Yellow was a sequence, a run, a series, a streak, a string, right? Straight in cards. Green, to pick up on, to catch, to see, to note, and to spot. Purple category is electric things, electric blanket, electric eel, electric guitar, and electric slide. Woogie woogie. Yoga backbends, the bridge, the cobra, the cow, and the wheel. Okay. As you can see by my physique, I am not a yogi. Closest thing to yogi is Yogi the Bear. All right. Let's see. Mini crossword. Holy smokes. A lot going on here. Appreciated word that can precede 7 and 8 down. Or, excuse me, 7 and 8 across and 3 and 10 down. Wow. Okay. Ooh, boy. Remy's brother in Ratatouille. Is that Louis? I think it was Louis. I could be totally wrong there. Missouri's postal abbreviation. If you're from Missouri, that's M-O. Light switch position. Well, probably on. Done for laughs. If you're doing something for laughs, then you're joking. You're... Okay. I don't know. Come back. Richard of Pretty Woman. Is that a first name or a last name? Could be a first name or a last name. I don't know. Prefix that means one across. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe this one is not correct because LM is kind of funny together. All right, how about this? Because we're not sure about that, let's erase that. Prefix that means one across. Appropriate word that can precede those. I don't know. Let's come back. In the midst of... I don't know. Super Bowl that featured a 28-3 comeback by the Patriots. It's probably some Roman numerals like LI or XL. I don't know. Baker's powder. How about flour? Got that. Dated feminine suffix. I don't know. Oh, iron on the periodic table. I do know this. Fe for ferrous. Appropriate word that can precede. All those words. I don't know. Done for laughs. Maybe like in fun. Somebody Richard. I don't know. This one is escaping me. Today's hard puzzles, man. Prefix, that means one across. Whatever one across is. Prefix, like semi, maybe. That could be wrong. Remy's brother, was it Emil? Might have been Emil. Maybe. We might change all of this. Okay, in the midst of... Oh, here, among. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, so... suspend disbelief here for a minute. What if this is L or X? Whoops. That doesn't make sense. L might make sense. Oh. Half. Hemi. Hemi does mean half. A Hemi is a half-ton truck. Okay, half on. Half mow? I got it, but I'm not proud of myself. Okay, let's recap. Appropriate word that can precede, so before, precede these words 7, 8 across, 10, and 3 down. So half, Lee, halfly? Oh, half life, half moon. Oh, you go all the way across. I'm dumb. You go all the way across, all the way down. Half-Life, Half Moon. Half-Life's a great game. Valve, who made Portal and the Steam Deck and all that. Okay, man, that hurt for a sec. Half-Life, Half Moon. Remy's brother in Ratatouille was Emile. Everyone had kind of appropriate French names, right? Missouri's postal abbreviation, MO. Light switch position, on. Done for laughs. Well, it was in fun. I don't know if you'd usually say in fun, would you? For fun. Jerry, Richard. That's a new name to me. Jury. Yeah, sure. Prefix that means one across, half. Another way to say it is Hemi. In the midst of, among. Super Bowl that featured a 26-3 comeback win by the Patriots. LI. Don't ask me what number that is in Roman numerals. Baker's powder. Flour. Dated feminine suffix, N. Julienne. And iron on the periodic table is Fe, spelling life. Half moon, half life. Man, oh man, what a busy puzzle today. That was a tricky puzzle. All right, look at this. Can we just appreciate? Today is 202 of 100% win ratio. We almost lost it 2 days ago on our 201st anniversary of doing the Wordle really well. With nervy. I'll never forget that word now, nervy, because I almost bit the dust. I was nervy about that. It means just being nervous. What do we do? I'm trying to think of a non-intersecting word, or just a 5-letter word that could complement other words nicely. How about this? I don't think we've ever played this word, crest. Okay, there's an R, there's an S. How about this? P-O-U-N-D, pound. Trying to think of non-intersecting words, and it gave us an O in the correct place. That's awesome. I don't know why we always play this one. Milky. That always tends to, like, the I tend to think of the vowels in, like, I don't know, the order that we more use them. So I is less and Y is less, too. Milky. So that's a non-intersecting word. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? So it gave us all 5 letters. This is the power of the non-intersecting word thing. So we know that there is an O in the second. I don't know why I just did S there. I'm doing that thing I did yesterday. I actually got all 5 letters in 3 words yesterday, just like this. And I was kind of playing the jumble in my head, except now that I know the O is in the second place, this could be... Is that how you spell sorrel? Isn't there a grain or an herb or something called sorrel? Maybe I'm up in the night about that. Loris? Is that a word? Again, I got it, but I'm not proud of myself. Loris. What? Loris. A loris is a small nocturnal arboreal primate with large eyes and a small or absent tail found in Southeast Asia. I have seen that. I've seen this animal. You've probably seen this animal too. This is a loris. And they're cute, weird little things. But this was very, very, like, mechanical to me. This was very, like, figure it out. You know, it was not like, oh, I know this word. It was me jumbling words in my head going, what would happen here? It looks, you know, if it was like an IS, it might be like a Latin kind of thing, you know, and it was. I mean, okay, well, I got it. I'm just not proud of myself for it. Because it was not like, oh, I know that word. It was like, I'm mechanically separating these letters, you know, like you don't want to know how the sausage is made kind of thing. We got it. I don't even know if I could say, yes, I know that word. I know that is a primate, unless I looked it up just now. Okay. If you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search, except they don't give you the words. We're just trying to find, it in there, and they don't just go up and down, left and right. And as I was explaining that to you, I see the theme today is abracadabra, and I see the word magic. Escape? Oh, okay. So maybe these are different, like, magic tricks? Abracadabra. Disappear. Okay, what are other things that a magician might do? Levitate? Okay. Okay, but if magic's not on there, what's the spangram then? Because the spangram... Oh, here. Transform. Oh, here's the spangram. It's magic. It's magic. So they might escape from handcuffs or a straitjacket. They might levitate. They might disappear. They might transform. Multiply. Okay. Like make rabbits appear out of their hat or something. All right, I buy that. I buy that. Multiply. So today's theme, abracadabra. It's magic. You in a magic show, you might see someone escape handcuffs or a straitjacket or something. They might disappear. They might multiply something like flowers or bunnies or something. Transform from one thing to another, or levitate. Like all those viral videos of magicians levitating or escaping an ice box or something. Okay. All right. And then in the letter box today, we are trying to solve in 6 words or less. We're using up these 12 letters in the box. We have to span across. We can't use two, one on the same side sequentially after each other. So we've got E, M, and C. E equals MC squared. O, T, and J. I, X, and N. Oh, there's an X in this puzzle. And a J. Yikes. U, A, and V. Okay, so the first thing I thought was like jaunt, but U and A are on the same side, so that's not going to work. Oh, look at that. Is there an L? Man, I was going to say vocational. Vocation, that's a great word. Nux. Okay, nux is a great word, but the problem is we start on an X, which is basically impossible. Okay, I don't like that we ended on an X. Can we... let me write down this word vocation, because that's a really good word. Vocation, and that leaves us an E, an M, a J, and the X. If there was an L, we could play vocational. Right. I have it written down, so I'm going to erase that. To play what? To play, we need to get rid of the J, the X, and the V. How about extent? Extent. That gets rid of the X. TMJ, lockjaw. It's not a word, it's an abbreviation. Every time I have a J, I play this word, Taj, like Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, Taj Mahal. Jive, man, that jives with me. Okay. But now we're on the E. I'd like to be on the V instead. Jiv is not a word. And mount, not a word. Enoir? Looks French, doesn't it? Encount. There's no R. I can play encounter. If only there was an R, we could knock it out right there. Is jiv a word? Jiv is not a word, in case you're wondering. Jive out. Gosh, I want to get rid of this V. Maybe we need to think of a new J word. Actually, let's play jive. And then with these words remaining, instead of tacking them on the end, we put them at the beginning. You know what I mean? Here. Let's try extent. Taj. Jive. Okay. And then with the letters remaining, we've got M, C, O, and U. T. If we played M-O-U-N-T, A-I, we can't play mountain because I and N are on the same side. I feel like we can do this. I feel like we can do this. Okay, here we go. M-O-U-N-T, mount. Okay, and what's left is the C, so can we use C? Tacit. Okay, so we've used the M, we've used the C, the O, and the U. Great. Now we just need to get over to the E so we can play the rest of these words we have written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 to get over to the E. So we can do it. We can do it. We've got to get over to the E somehow. Is that a word? Tate? Not a word. How about tune? There we go. Tune. And then we play extent. And then Taj. And then jive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be our 6th word. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Not the prettiest solution. In fact, none of these were the prettiest solution we've ever had. Not too bad, though. We got it figured out. Mount. And the T led to tacit. And then the next T led to tune. And then the E for extent. And then T for Taj, like Taj Mahal. And then J for jive. How did they solve it yesterday? Let's see. Flap and portmanteau. That is not how we solved it at all. We solved it with floor. I don't know what we solved it with. I forget. I don't know. But that's not how we solved it. Okay. Well, cool. Awesome. Let's recap. Let's do it. So connections puzzle today we got. It took a minute to have the electric blanket kick on, but it finally did, and then we figured it out. The yellow category, it was nearly in rainbow order. The yellow category today was sequence, right? A run, a series, a streak, and a string. The green category was to pick up on, to catch, to note, to see, and to spot. The purple category, I sat there staring at these last 8, and I'm like, how are these related to each other? There's no way. And then I finally thought, like the electric slide, woogie, woogie, woogie. And I thought, wait a minute. Oh, wait, that's a thing. Electric guitar, electric eel. Oh, an electric blanket. Duh. Sometimes there's 3 that really make sense, and then the 4th, kind of comes along for the ride. And then the blue category was yoga backbends, which I know nothing about. So this was, So bridge, cobra, cow, and wheel. Sure. Why not? Okay. One across in the mini crossword. This was very busy, all relating to this word at the beginning, half. Appropriate word that can precede 7 and 8 across and 3 and 10 down, half. So you can see there's half life and half moon. At first I was like half Lee, half on, half Faye. No, you have to like bridge across the dot in the middle. Remy's brother in Ratatouille, Emile. That is slowly coming back to me. Missouri's postal abbreviation, MO. If you're going to write a letter to someone in Missouri, you'll write MO. Light switch position, it's either off or on. Done for laughs, in fun, right? It was just in jest. It was in fun. Richard Gere. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was one of those ones that I had to sort of like stare at for a minute. Okay, this is so embarrassing. I'm going to look up Richard Gere. Oh, I know that face. You know that face. Okay. If you're like square brain like me, here's Richard Gere. Okay, we all know Richard Gere, especially in his older age like this. Richard Gere. Happy birthday to you, I guess. I don't know why they're putting you in the puzzle. Maybe it's his birthday. Who knows? Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Okay, Richard Gere. Sure. Oh, man. I thought it was like... My mom's going to laugh at me for that one. Sorry, Mom. I do know my 80s and 90s actors, I promise. Prefix that means one across. Half. Another way to say it, prefix is Hemi, like a Hemi engine. In the midst of, among. Super Bowl that featured a 28-3 comeback win by the Patriots. That was Super Bowl LI. Okay, now again, I'm going to look that one up. You're going to be smarter with me L-I is 51. 50 plus 1. L is 50. Huh. Well, now you know. Now you know. Yeah, that was Super Bowl 51. Baker's powder, flour. What did they do on the 50th? Was it just the letter L in big, like, people were super proud of the letter L that year? Baker's powder, flour. Dated feminine suffix, N. Julienne. And iron on the periodic table, Fe, to spell life for half-life. Half-life. Cool. Next one, we did the Wordle. We did great on the Wordle because of my non-intersecting words, which were crest, pound, and milky. Those 3 words use up, it's the most efficient way to do 15 letters. Now, is that the only one? No, I come up with a new one every day, right? There are hundreds of combinations of 5-letter words that don't overlap each other, right? That don't intersect. And today I came up with crest, and then pound, and then milky to use up all individual letters without overlapping. And they gave us all 5 letters. An R, an S, an O, and an I, and an L. We knew the O was in the right place, luckily. And we've got... I kind of played the jumble in my head like I did yesterday, having all 5 letters. And I was like, soil, something. And I thought, well, it kind of has, like, if you put an IS on it, it sort of becomes like a Latin sound, I guess. And Rollis doesn't make sense. So Loris, this was very, like, clinical. I didn't know the word Loris. I, like, came up with the word Loris in my head because it sounded kind of Latin-y and whatever. Have I heard the word Loris? I definitely have heard the word Loris. In fact, now that I'm revisiting the puzzle, just like with Richard Gere, I'm like, duh, Richard Gere. Looking back at it, like, you know what? Last time we went to the zoo, I think I remember seeing a loris, L-O-R-I-S, just like that. Well, you can't get them all, right? I got that one, but I'm just not proud of myself for it because it was very clinical to come up with that answer. All right, and then the Strands puzzle was all about magic. Magic. It's magic right there. Abracadabra. That's another inside joke my kids and I have because of ice cream sandwich animations. Andy says when he was a little kid, he was in school and they were not allowed to have playing cards at the school. But one time he had a magic trick. And he was like, he did this magic trick in his study hall, and everyone's like, "Wow, how'd you do that?" And he goes, "Magic!" And like the video is like extra echoey right there and stuff. So every time somebody, every time somebody's like, "Wow, how'd you do that?" They go, "Magic!" It's funny. One of those inside jokes. You know, you start to develop inside jokes with your kids and stuff. It's just great. It's great. You have a good relationship with your kids. You start to develop funny inside jokes like that. All right, so it's magic. What are things you're going to do in a magic show? You might escape from handcuffs, multiply things, right? A ball into 6 balls or, flowers or something. You might make something disappear. You might levitate. Transform. Gosh, I stared at that one for a minute. I was like, what the heck is that? Transform. Okay. And then we polished it off today with the letterbox puzzle. And mount led to tacit. Tacit led to tune. And then E for extent, T for Taj, J for jive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had to do it in 6 words today. And we used all 6. All right. Well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. I told you I'm going back to the school today, sadly. Not so sadly. The principal trusts me, right? My father-in-law, when I first got the job, he said, make yourself indispensable. And I think I've done that in the school. I'm indispensable. I'm needed for so many things that if I wasn't there, I'd have to write a lot of sub plans, teach them how to fix it all up again. Yeah. Anyway, there's just so many things that I run, that I do, that the principal trusts me. And one of those things today is I am going to film her making like a welcome back to the school video. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Every year we make one of these welcome back videos, and they get hundreds of views, or actually thousands of views, because pretty much every parent watches it to understand, like, how do you do registration? How do you get a library, the electronics in the library and stuff like that. So it's a necessary function of the school, and the principal trusts me with that. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, pretty quiet chat today, but thanks for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend once we get there. And you know what? I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.